Salutations, it's What's Poppin' with your boy Random, where we talk about all things pop culture with a particular flair for the subculture. And what we're going to put on the table today is once again battle rap. But before I even get started, I have got to bring the show in on me. Show, you with me?
Hey, what's going down, yo? What's going on? Let's talk about battle rap. Let's get in.
Man, I tell you, it has been it's just been lit in battle rap. Just event after event, battle after battle. And we gotta put Summer Impact because it looked like the card is completely full. It looks like all battles have been announced. And all I gotta say is all fire. All of it. What do you think?
Hey, URL, Smack, Beasley, I did it again, man. I did it again. Supercard, you know what I mean? A lot of surprises on the card. We're going to talk about all of that, but man, I was a little bit skeptical about, they changing the name from Summer Impact and, Double Impact and all of that stuff. But now I see what y'all doing.
Right.
I see what y'all doing.
Man, they just completely snatched 2019 from all the competition. Now, I mean, there is nothing to talk about on the other leagues. No offense to the other leagues. I'm sorry. But it's just no point. There's no, what are I'll put it like this here. What are the other leagues doing right now, 2019?
Nothing.
Okay. So it's not our fault. They're not doing nothing for us to talk about. I mean, Smack and the crew, man, had just said, you know what? We own 2019. There is nothing. I mean, we are in September. July, and they're about to give us Summer Impact, which is an amalgamation of Summer Madness and Double Impact. And the entire card is nothing but all stars. In my franchise voice, no lacking. This is oh my God, this is crazy. Okay. Now, on this card, we got 6 battles. Okay, just to let you know, we got 6 battles. And we got 1 female 2-on-2. Do we want to start there or do we want to go somewhere else? But you can't go wrong. Every battle is star-studded and it's fire.
Yeah.
Where you want to start first? You want to start with the ladies? Ladies first?
Yeah, ladies first. Ladies first.
All right, ladies first. Now, now the teams consist of officially Jazz. I'm just saying that, but it's Jazz the Rapper and Official versus was that 40 Bars and E-Heart?
Yeah.
And they call themselves, I think, TLQ, and I don't know what that means. So I never heard that before. So if you know what that is, what's TLQ?
Nah, I don't know what that is.
Okay, I don't know what that is. But man. Okay, 40 Bars.
Oh, I think, you know what I'm thinking? TLC. Like Tender Loving Care.
Okay.
He's a Tender Loving Queen. I don't know.
It could be, but I don't know. Because I never heard it before. I never, even on any any of the other podcasts, any other bloggers, I just haven't heard anybody say what that was. So I must have missed it somewhere. If you guys know, audience, if y'all know, put it in the comment section below, because I don't know what TLQ is. But I know who 40 Bars is. I know who E-Heart is. I know who Official and Jazz are. I know who they are. So let's talk about it, man. What's your initial thoughts on this?
Man, when I heard that the ladies are getting it in, Queen of the Ring, getting it in on this particular URL Summer Impact card,
yeah,
I was happy because the ladies don't usually get any shine that they deserve. We all know female battle rap is kind of coming up a little bit again, but it was in a long decline for a long period of time. So
yeah,
shout out to the URL for even bringing the ladies up on this particular card. Hey, Official, yeah, I'm an Official fan. Like, to me, she's a great battle rapper. She has it all. And to team up with Jazz, I'm like, yeah, that's a great team right there. Jazz, she's been kind of like, quiet for a little while.
Right.
But I think that's going to be an interesting dynamic to see them two, come together. What do you feel about that team, with Official and Jazz coming together?
Oh my gosh, that's a star-studded tag team, man. I mean, even the battle that they had against each other was fire. I think Official made Jazz look a different way, but Jazz kind of, in a few other battles she had, like with E-Heart or whatever, she did a good job of kind of switching the narrative up and letting them know, hey, Official didn't body me or anything like that. But my goodness, man, that is just star-studded. I think, E-Heart gives that aggression, it's hardcore, 40 bars, kind of got to flow, a little slow there. But, I think these are like the top 4 ladies, man. These are the top 4 ladies. And I'm telling you, one of my favorite is, out of all 4 of them, I think one of my favorites is Official, because she's like a female Rum Nitty, man. She just back-to-back punches, and I like Jazz because Jazz is kind of like, she's kind of the total package, she's real lyrical, she's real witty, she really knows how to put her bars together. So I like the matchup personally. I think it's fire. It's ridiculous. What Smack is just, they just printing money. Look at the names that are on this card. They're just printing money. This is ridiculous. I like the matchup, man. I like the matchup. What do you think is going to happen in this female tag team matchup? What do you think? How do you think it's going to come out?
Well, all of them are teaming up for the first time, so this is like
true
new for everybody. It's not like they done this before, but it's going to be interesting to see how, to me, E-Heart, and 40 bars, because to me they have very different styles.
Yep.
I can see the similarity between Official and Jazz more.
Yeah.
Than E-Heart and 40. To me, like you was breaking down your favorites, to me 40 bars is one of my favorites. I love 40 bars, and to me she be spitting that fire. She go against dudes, like she's very dangerous. 40 bars.
Right.
Well respected too. She's one of the female legends of the game. E-Heart, I'm not much of an E-Heart fan, but I respect her.
Right.
I respect the, she had a classic battle with Jazz. I love that. But her style is more like a steady flow type,
yeah.
Kind of, she got going on. But, it's going to be, it's going to be interesting to see how they, tag team together and how they, the chemistry is when they in that ring. How you feel about it?
Man, that's the question. That is the question of the day, because you pointed out something real good that, neither team has worked together, as a team before. So it's going to be a chemistry issue. Well, I won't say issue. I'm going to say challenge. It's going to be for both teams to really challenge, having that chemistry. Now, one of the things I understood was that Jazz is hanging out in New Orleans with Official. They hang out all the time. They are together all the time. They've been cool since their battle. I heard they actually was a little cool before that too, but they talk on the phone all the time. Jazz go down to New Orleans, go hang out with Official all the time. They even talked about it on the interview that they're together all the time. If you go look at, think of PSA Hip Hop, shout out to them, shout out to PSA Hip Hop and 3-Letter Man. But they tell them so chemistry won't be that hard for them. Plus, if you look at a mesh up of styles, like if you take Jazz and you have Official, it can be easy where Jazz can set it up and Official can land the punch, or vice versa, But I think they mesh well, And then if you listen to what Jazz was talking about on that interview, Jazz was just saying, hey, Jazz, she said, I might think of a bar and it may not sound right coming from me, so I'll give it to Official. Say, Official, you need to spit this, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa. So, man, that tells me that they're really thinking about how to put this thing together.
Yeah, both of them got schemes. They both have the entertainment factor.
Yep.
To captivate the audience. Official and Jazz, that's, if they're doing this thing right, that's a super team right there. Even though I don't know they haven't done it yet, but I can see how this works.
Yeah, no, it's powerful potential. Powerful potential.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful
What
potential.
do you feel about E-Heart and 40 though? How you feel about that?
Well, I think it can work. I think it's even as far as since neither team has worked together before, because all the accolades I'm heaping upon Jazz and Official, hey, you never know. This match, man, is anybody's match. Either team can get it. It's going to be the ones who really blend the styles the best, who can really blend the styles the best. Because, like, if you have a mixed match in styles, it may not work, kind of like Chilla Jones and B Magic. That just did not work. That was just horrible, right? So it really depends. I don't want to say they can't pull it together. I think either team can put it together, but if I got to pick one, I'm just thinking that Jazz and Official, just because of the closeness, their proximity, they're always talking. They're always in each other's vicinity, or they're always on the phone. That there's I think there's some chemistry there, but I would not be surprised if 40 and E-Heart, pull something off, just because I think a lot of people are overlooking them. But if I'm betting, if you're saying, hey, random, if you got to put some money down, I'm going to put the money down on Jazz and Official. But I'm going to say 2-1, nobody.
All right, there we go. I'm going to say 2-1 as well. Yo. I might be cause some controversy because I want to, I think Official and Jazz going to do it. But, listen, I don't know, man. E-Hard is respected.
Yep.
40 bars. She got bars. 40 bars is danger.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna take a chance and say maybe 40. I might get it, man.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I ain't mad at you. Nothing wrong with that, man. Because you never know. You never know. It's even because neither team worked together before, so it's pretty even, and they all got talent, so it's all good. Let's go to our next one, man. Monstars versus Marv and Quest. Monstars, for those who may not know who that is, that's none other than New Jersey Twerk and Shotgun Suge, who dubbed themselves the Monstars. And then we have the legends in the 2-on-2 arena, Marv and Quest McCody. Give me your initial thoughts on that one.
Man, it's not even a question, man. Twerk and Suge reason. And I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do them dirty like that, man. But it makes sense to see Twerk and Suge come together as a team. It's all about that, bars and stuff like that. To me, I actually just like this might be the easiest, battle on the card to me.
Come on, man. Why you gonna disrespect them boys like that? Why are you gonna do that? Why are you gonna do that?
I gotta be honest, man. I gotta keep it real.
Come on, nah. Come on.
You know what I mean? How you feel about it? What's your thoughts on this one?
I feel like you bugging, man. Come on now. Come on. Why you gonna do Marvin Quest like that, man?
Marvin Quest ain't ready for twerk. Hey, listen, I think this one, the first one, battle set up. Like it's a throwaway, like a giveaway. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yo, man, we're gonna give you this twerk. You got this, man. You know what I mean? Get a freebie. You know what I mean?
Oh man, my boy show. He gonna do more. You know what? Just for that, man. You bugging, man. I'm going with Marvin Quest, man. I'm going you know what? I'm gonna tell you why. Look, we both know that energy and that explosiveness. That's Twerk and Shotgun all day, and that alone might overpower Marvin Quest because they're a little bit too especially Marv, a little bit too laid back, right? So that could just overpower them. So if they just put it like this here. If Twerk and Suge just out entertains Marvin Quest, they're gonna win the battle. They're gonna win the battle. Okay, just entertain us more. If we just see the the creativeness that they can put together, that's just that they're gonna win. However, I'm going with the experience. I'm going with Marvin Quest. They created moments. They have all the chemistry in the world. They are one of the top 2-on-2s or top 3 2-on-2s, and that's NWX. That's loaded. I mean, not loaded. That's gun titles. NWX, Marvin Quest. I'm sorry. They're one of the top. They're on the card. Okay, on the card. On the card, they're one of the top. They're one of the top 3 on the card. So I gotta rock with Marvin Quest. But just the explosion. I mean, hey, the Monstars, they got Twerk. That's an X factor. Twerk is gonna be good. He gonna win you around by himself. So he's an MVP right there. He gonna win you around by himself. I'm just gonna roll with the vets and I'm gonna roll with experience. Marvin Quest 2-1, but I am not gonna be surprised if the Monstars pull it out. They got too much energy. They got too much impact. They got a lot of star power. But I'm betting on experience and chemistry.
Hey, listen, everything you said about Marvin Quest is evident, however, man, the pocket taps, wow. Come on, listen, man, it's too much
dunks,
entertainment, brother, you know what I'm saying? There's too much bars and showmanship. I think they already won the crowd, just the name alone, Twerk and Suge.
Yeah.
But we'll see, it's gonna be a great battle.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be 3 stuff, okay?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just gonna, I'm definitely with you. I'm trying to go with experience right now. But I'm not mad. If the Monstars win, hey, I'm gonna call it. If I get this pay-per-view and they win, they win. I'm just gonna call it right down the middle. But what we got next? Okay, 2 down, 4 to go. What we got next? We got Good Clips and multiple remixes. Let's talk about Charlie Clips and Goods teaming up to go against Hitman Holla and John the Don. Talk to me.
Yo, fire battle. Oh man, this one right here is like, oh man. Yo, I mean, Goods and Clips been asking for, a battle. Like they've been protesting. What a battle was, and hey, they got a super team to go against right now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
How you feel about it, man?
Man, it's a superstar matchup, man. It is a superstar matchup. Now, one of the weird things about this one is that you got two people who used to be on the team now on the opposite team in Goods and John. I mean Clips and John. Clips and John. Yeah, so they used to be on the team, so that's going to be kind of weird, a little bit. But then you have Hitman and you have Clips on Wildin' Out together.
Yeah.
So this one is very weird. It has a little X factor. It's like, okay, what they're going to say to each other. It kind of comes down to that. What are they going to say to each other? So that's kind of weird in and of itself. So if we get past the fact that John and Clips were partners in a 2-on-2, now we got to look at how can they work together. Here's where it comes down to it. Clips and Goods have already partnered up against Shotgun and Arsenal before.
Right.
So they have the chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
The X factor is multiple remixes. How do you think Hitman and John going to come together as far as chemistry? Now, let me remind you, John and Hitman both live in Atlanta.
Okay, right.
Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind. So what do you think?
I mean, that's going to be interesting. Hitman and John, they got different styles as well.
Yep.
To see the two styles come together, that's going to be interesting. But, hey, and, of course, everybody know Hitman, all none is a legend in the game.
Yep.
Every time he comes back, he never fails. He always give us a shock value, winning battles, stuff like that. So I can't speak on that, man.
Yep.
Everybody knows John the Don, Jack Boy, man. He just, annihilated Jack Boy, man.
Talk about it.
Got him out of there.
Mm-hmm.
He's the hero now. He's the hometown hero for URL right now. So, that's a good team. But, hey, Goods and Clips, man, it's like the chemistry to me. When I watched that battle of Arsenal and Suge, I mean, they brought a comedy.
Yeah.
They brought a comedy element to that game, and it was, man. I'm like, yo, the comedy thing might be it.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's the kryptonite right there, because everybody was coming with the gun bars and the shoot 'em up, and they could just lighten it up with the bars, couldn't make people laugh, and then they get the momentum because of the comedy factor that they bring in the showmanship they playing.
Yeah.
So for me, I think they're bringing something different, Goods and Clips. And I feel like, they're going to be, like I said, it's going to be a challenge. But I just feel like, what Goods and Clips is bringing to the team battle that factor is that comedy, and also they can do the gangster stuff if they want to.
Yep.
And the closeness that they have between each other. So I'm going to give it to Goods and Clips.
Yeah. You know what? You mentioned that. I'm thinking I could say a whole lot about both sides. But the one thing that got me, kind of got me leaning on one team over the other is the fact that, for instance, John the Don has a battle with Geechee Gotti, and then a month later he has to prepare for this 2-on-2. Everybody else is resting up, working together, getting their chemistry and stuff. John has to prepare for 2 battles. Okay, so he can't be slacking when it comes to Geechee Gotti. You can't play, you should not go and play with Geechee Gotti, right? So it's not one of those battles that, he can lose that. It ain't gonna look some certain way. No, it's not a good idea for him to lose to Geechee Gotti after he just murdered Jack Boy. After he just murdered him, then come back, lose with Geechee Gotti, and then try to come back and do a 2-on-2. It's just gonna look bad, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to do this and still be, 100%. Now I understand when you're 2-on-2, I know you're only doing half the writing, but you still got to remember what you're doing. It's still timing. They're still getting things together. You know what I'm saying? So Goods and Clips, they already know. They already had this chemistry. They already know that John and Hitman gonna come with a whole lot of aggression and gun bars and stuff like that. And some humor. We already know, if you take it like from Pat Stake, we already know humor can neutralize a lot of that stuff if you do it right. You see? So I think the team of Good Clips, I think they're gonna be able to do it, man. I think they'll be able to do it. I really, really do. I think they're gonna be able to do it. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Good Clips, man. 2-1.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's gonna be good regardless. It's gonna be a class regardless. So I'm definitely interested. I'm locked in. I'm gonna order the pay-per-view and see how this goes down. But Clips, Good Clips, And by the way, when they was actually asking what name, the actual fans and people that watching the podcast, I forgot what channel it was on, what name they should call themselves. I actually put Good Clips.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I did that. I take credit for that. Like I just say it. I put it in the comments for Good Clips. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So shout out to y'all though.
I like it. But I like it. I think Good Clips. I think that works. I mean, I think it works. It's obvious. It's one of those things that, come on, it's right there. It's kind of staring you right in the face,
Yeah.
So I'm good with that. All right, so good. We both got Good Clips, 2-1 over Multiple Remixes, which brings us to the team that brought back 2-on-2s, NWX, against 2 Crips. Every F bar, EFB, Geechee Gotti, Rum Nitty, EFB versus NWX. Talk to me.
Yo, man, this seems like it gets better and better as we go along the card.
It keeps happening. It keeps happening.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with this card, but I mean, listen, NWX, everybody know it's self-explanatory.
Yep.
Fire.
We already know.
And then you're going to put the West Coast together like that? Man. Geechee Gotti? Yo, man. I can't even say, anybody clearly is going to win this one on hand. I'm like, yo, this is going to be a night full of bars.
Man, it's going to be a bar fest. Yeah, how
you feel about this one, man?
Man, it's gonna be back-to-back bars, man. Back-to-back bars. It's gonna be overload, bro. It's gonna be overload. Overload. You better catch all these bars because they're gonna come fast and furious. I mean, this is gonna be ridiculous, man. And you're right. The we keep going up this card, just keep getting better and better and better. Man, this is crazy. We see the potential with Geechee and Nitty. We see it. We know that, Geechee all by himself. I mean, he's the champ of the year, bro. And he's not that for nothing, right? And then we already see that Rum Nitty pound for pound the best puncher. Okay. So now you have somebody in their lines, Geechee Gotti, who says EFB. Okay, every bar. And then you have someone who punches back to back. Man, to put that together like that, I think you need something like that to go against a team like NWX. You need a bar fest, right? Now, you got to be entertaining. That's another thing. You got to have showmanship. You got to entertain. And I think that is going to be the X factor when it comes to the winners. Now, I have to say NWX because, one, they're one of the best 2-on-2s to ever do it, okay, ever. Then, they got bars. Of course, DNA and K-Shine can go back to back. However, and of course, they have chemistry, but they also have showmanship, man. They're going to get on the stage and they're going to be doing things, man. They're going to be clever. I think they're just gonna next level. I think they're gonna be on another level. I don't mind. I do not mind if EFB pulls it off. I don't mind. But it's it's the first time they're hooking up. Okay, the first time they're linking up. I think they're gonna have some fire material. Okay, and I just think since this is an all-star game, this whole card is an all-star card. It's gonna be the fancy dunks, the alley-oops. It's gonna be the showmanship, and I just think NWX is gonna put on a better show. NWX for the win.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I like the whole East Coast West Coast factor as well.
Yep.
I'm from the East Coast, of course, but I love that Geechee is and Rum Nitty are representing the West and representing it well.
I like it.
They're representing it well. They're letting the world know that we got bars too out here on the West Coast.
Yep.
Geechee, the champion, Rum Nitty, highly respected in the game right now.
Yep.
Like you said, it's just a matter of them not, they're carrying up for the first time and putting this all together. But you know what? I'm gonna listen, man. I'm gonna say something that might be crazy. I'll go for upset, man.
What?
Upset,
Okay.
Champion. I think Geechee got in Rum Nitty might just pull this off, man. You know what I mean? They might just pull it off. Because I'm like, listen, NWX, man. I'm like, yo, these guys are. I'm like, what else can they pull out the bag, man? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I hear you.
I'm like, they might have enough to, pull out the bag this time, but I don't know, man. I feel like the hype right now with Geechee and Rum Nitty is high. People respect those two brothers, and they respect NWX, but I'm going for the upset, man. I'm going to go with Geechee and Rum Nitty.
Oh, man. Okay. Hey, I respect that. Okay. I'm going with NWX on this one, and you're going to go with EFB on that one. All right. We got two more. And people were wondering, because they feel like this team got snubbed on the last Carolina event. How can you have a Carolina event and not have Briz Rothstein and T-Top, Dark Life? How can you not have them on the card? And they have them on the card. But guess what happened? They're about to put them in front of Murderland. That's the name they're going with. And it consists of Calico, Landslide, and the return of Murder Mook. What is going on? Murder Mook, Calico versus Dark Life. Talk to me nice.
Like you said, what is going on? What in the world? Hit us with a dagger, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you thought it was over, right? We got this secret, Murder Mook, Calico coming together. Two legends in the game. Man, I'm like, yo, I'm Murderland, perfect Murderland.
I love it.
Yo, but Briz Rothstein and T-Top, man, what up, King?
Dark side.
Dark side. You know what I mean? Hey, that's the team right there that you cannot sleep on right there.
Yes,
the
sir.
chemistry is great as well, and the chemistry is great as well out there.
Fire.
What do you feel about it, man? How you feel it's gonna go down?
Man, that's a fire matchup. I can tell you right now, we don't know what to expect from Murderland. We don't know what to expect. We just know that they're both powerful. We know Calico is powerful. We know Murder Mook is powerful. And what's interesting about that is that, man, Calico was going through Dot Mob, and he was gunning for Murder Mook at one point. Now, for him to be teaming up with Murder Mook, that is the curveball of the century. I mean, nobody saw that coming. Nobody. Anybody say, yeah, I knew that was... Yeah, I think you're lying. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. So... and plus, and you see how quiet Murder Mook is. He quiet. You don't even see him doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I think it's epic. I think it's an epic match, a team up. I think it's an epic match. I think it makes up for them for Dark Life getting snubbed on that last Charlotte event, on that last double impact. Not to be on the card. I'm like in their backyard, not to be on the card. I think this definitely makes up to them. Make that up to them. But what I'm gonna say is this: I'm not sure of what's gonna happen with Mook and Calico. I'm not sure, so I'm trying to bet safe money. And I think Briz Rothstein and T-Top, they have such a big play because to them it's like they got legends. Now we know Rothstein already went against Calico, but it was a trash battle. You can't, who cares who won that one because the whole battle was trash. But they know they get to stand across the stage from Mook. They have got to go retarded. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have a chance to take a shot at Mook. You have to unload on this dude. You have to. So I just think, and you at home too. You in your own backyard. Are you serious? Are you serious? Right. Dark Life, man. Dark Life 2-1.
I'm going with Dark Life. Yeah, man. Honestly, I feel like Murder Mook after that devastating loss. He took from my man on the Lux. I mean, not on the Lux, FIIIRE.
Right.
I feel like, he's back to redeem himself, man.
Absolutely.
Murder Mook is on a mission right now. He's coming back strong, and who better to pair with?
Yeah.
My brother Calico, you know what I'm saying? Landslide.
Right. Now everybody was calling for T-Rex. I mean, I don't want to get you off track, but what do you think about that? Why not T-Rex?
Yeah, I think that would have been great too. To see Dotmar, come together in that way. Right. That would have been awesome too. But this is, like you said, this is something that nobody even thought about, whatever even happened.
Right.
Calico and Murder Mook coming together.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm gonna go with the controversial win. Murder Mook, Calico 2-1.
Okay.
Although I hope that Briz come with it. Listen, I like what Briz. He's different, man. Briz is just different.
Yeah, he is. I like. Yeah. Briz is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I think the star power. I think the legend. Calico. You know how he bring it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think the star power and the entertainment factor and the bars, of course, is too much for Briz and P-Top.
Okay. Well, you brought up star power. All right, Mr. Show, you want to talk about star power? What about the last match? And I would probably say the headline match: Loaded Hollows and Gun Titles. What's up?
Yeah, man, Loaded Hollows, man, Gun Titles.
Now, how about that for star power?
Yeah, that's some stuff right there, man. That's some stuff right there, bro. Like, yo, I mean, hey. That's like I'm almost speechless with this one, man. Like, I just want to see this. I just want to see it go down. How you feel about that?
Man, it is one of those, for real though. Seriously, it's one of those where you like, man, I just want to see what happened. It's like you're not really trying to like pull for anybody. You just want it to be good. It's like it's one of those matches where the culture wins, man. The culture wins.
Right.
And that's all I want, man. This one here, I mean, obviously, as people can see how I've been predicting, I've been trying to go with some of the safe bets. I don't even think I even picked what I would say an upset. I really haven't. I think I've been pretty safe on everything. And this one probably would be no different. It'll probably be no different. I still probably roll with Gun Title to save the suspense. I'll probably roll with Gold Title just over chemistry and experience and stuff like that. I just don't know how, Loaded. Now, they're two superstar names. Don't get me wrong. Two Mount Rushmore candidates, two superstar names. Both of them a little, Hollow is unorthodox. We know that, Loaded Lux is layered and lyrical miracle kind of guy. And we get that. But, how's it going to translate? Is it going to be entertaining? Are they going to punch? That kind of thing. I don't know, because like I said, in an all-star game, people want to see the dunks, the layups, the alley-oops. They want to see all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Double Impact, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to come with. It's not conventional in a 2-on-2. It's not conventional. It's creative. It's all about being creative and impactful, So, I mean, Lux is a storyteller, you know what I'm saying? He's a storyteller. He sets a narrative, he tells you a story, and most of the time we enjoy the story. But is it going to entertain us? Okay, they're coming for the theatrics on this one, you know what I'm saying? And now don't get me wrong, Lux, I would say he's not a good puncher per se, because that's not the kind of battle rapper he is, and that's fine. However, like I was saying with Jazz and Official, if Lux set it up and let Hollow land a punch, I think they can win. I think they can do some real damage if they do that. It's just about putting it together right. Like, who's gonna say the punchline? Who's gonna do the setup? Who's gonna do the punchline? Because their style is so different, and we already know what Rock and Surf gonna come with. We already know how they gonna come. I mean, we have an idea because we've seen them 1.5 times already, so we kind of have an idea. And just that alone is enough to have me push it towards Gun Titles. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this whole card, Man, I just think this card, if everybody come with it, I think it's gonna be a fire card, and I think that the culture wins, and it does not matter who wins when we break it down after the fact. It doesn't matter, because if it's just entertaining, I think everybody's gonna be happy.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be happy. Now, for the record, the last battle that Hollow the Dawn had, wasn't it with Matt Hoffa?
Yeah, I was against Hoffa, and he lost.
Yeah, he lost.
Yeah.
And we know Loaded Lux, he went against A-Bird, right? And a lot of people were saying that he lost, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's two losers coming together.
Yeah. And now, yeah. That's why people are talking about they should be the lost dudes,
Yeah,
because they just lost.
The lost ones.
Yeah, the lost ones. There you go. The lost ones. So you got that, and then you got
yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say Tay-Rock. He just came off of, I believe, K-Shine, and then of course Sue Surf just came off Geechee Gotti. But go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. And Loaded Lux. People have been complaining about Loaded Lux and his style. How it's kind of like. He needs to do something different. People kind of getting tired, even though they respect the bars.
Yeah,
they kind of get tired of the same storytelling and the way he delivers his bars.
Right.
I've even said that in order for it to last a little longer in the game, you got to switch it up.
Yeah.
Like DNA and like some of these other dudes are doing.
Yeah.
Hollow the Dawn. I feel like he needs this after that devastating loss. That devastating loss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was Matt Hoffa. But what's interesting is, again, the chemistry. I think the chemistry. You already know Gun Titles got that already. As a matter of fact, that's almost everybody's favorite team. Who do you think of when you think about top team battlers?
Yep.
You think of NWX and people automatically Gun Titles.
Yep.
Right?
You're right.
So
you're right.
I mean, I'm gonna go with you, man. I think Gun Titles, 2-1.
Yeah, brother. It's gonna be. Yeah, I think Gun Titles is just gonna be a little too much for him. I think they got star power. I think Loaded Hollows. I think the best chance they have to get around is gonna be the first round, just because it's the first time we're all seeing it, and something like that happens. The culture always gives you a chance in the first round, something like that.
That's right.
So man, that is the card. I think it's a fire card. I think URL's printing money. I think the app is really helping in that. This is the kind of stuff. This is when you can actually see the battles that you really want, that the culture actually wants to see. These are the matchups that people want to see. It's a star-studded stage. You don't blink, man. Don't blink. Don't sleep on any of this. It's just too much going on, man. It's too much going on. It's an explosion of talent, man. This is, 6 battles. It's gonna be crazy. There you guys have it. Loaded Hollows versus Gun Titles, Murderland versus Dark Life, NWX versus EFB, Good Clips versus Multiple Remixes, the Monstars versus Marvin Quest, and Jazz the Rapper and Official versus TLQ, which is 40 Bars and E Heart. Man, that's the card. That's Summer Impact. This is crazy. This is gonna be fire, man. This is fire.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What battle do you think they should start with out of all of that? What they should start the night with? What battle?
Well, it's easy for me to say the ladies go first, but I'm gonna go ahead and change that a little bit. I think the Monstars and Marvin Quest should go first. I think they should kick it off.
Yeah.
Then the ladies second. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's not do the ladies like that, right?
Yeah.
The ladies, give them a little mainstream shine a little bit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. I don't want you to treat them like them opening that. I want you to, I want us to treat them like there's some stars too. They superstars in their own right. So I want us to treat them like that too. Put them on second. Don't put them on first. Put them on like second.
Yeah. And then as far as the last one, do you think it's going to be the Gun Titles or do you think it's going to be the Murderland battle?
Oh man. I think Loaded Hollows and Gun Titles got to go last because, I think that's got to go last. Now here's the difference. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will be cool with 2 battles going last. Either the Loaded Hollows and Gun Titles, just because it's so big and it's just the marquee. Well, everybody's a marquee name, but because of the status, Or
Right.
I would go Murderland and Dark Life, because that will put Dark Life at home closing their own show.
Right, there we go.
So I'm good with that.
I mean, either or you can't lose, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, I think they can close that out real good. I mean, I think Briz Rothstein, T-Top, I think they'll just have a ball closing out in their own backyard, man.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be great though, regardless.
All right, man. Fire battle, man. So hey, look here, Battle Rap culture. You heard our thoughts, you heard our prediction, but guess what? We want to hear yours. This has been Random and my main man Showtime, giving y'all our thoughts on the Summer Impact card that's coming up on August 10th at 820 Hamilton Street in Charlotte, North Carolina. Get that pay-per-view, but if you are in the area, you better get your tickets if they're not already sold out. And I would guess that they're sold out, but if they're not, they'll be sold out shortly. So that's Summer Impact. We getting ready for it, August 10th. Give us your thoughts. Put them in the comment section below and join us on the next one, because this one is over.